All right, everybody. Today we're going to look at system of equations. So we have been looking at lines and graphs. Today we're going to look at systems. So a system is a set of equations that have the same variables. So a set means more than one, right? We can find the solution to a system graphically. It is the point where the two lines intersect. Algebraically, it's going to be the point, that x and y value, that makes both equations true. So wherever they intersect, they're going to have the same values for x and y, so that would make sense that they would work algebraically. All right. So you're going to write the different types of solutions. So intersecting lines, when I see intersecting lines like this on a graph, I have one solution, and it is that point, that x and y value, where they intersect. We've got parallel lines. We do not have a solution because these lines never intersect. Therefore, we can't have a solution. And then if I graph a line and it's right over another line, every single point on those lines are the same. They share the x and y's the entire length. So we're going to have an infinite number of solutions. Okay, so when we're going to solve these by graphing, if they're not already in the y equals mx plus b, you need to rewrite the equations in that slope-intercept form. You're going to then graph the lines. And the last thing you do is identify the solution or solutions. All right, so I have a couple here for you. So I've just rewritten these over here. I wanted to show you the y equals x minus 8. So that minus 8, that is a negative 8 for my y-intercept. So what I did was I plotted my negative 8 here on the y-axis. That was my y-intercept. And then I used my slope to get the rest of my points. And my slope, you don't see a number here in front of x. The only number that could be is a 1. So my slope right here is 1. And I wrote it in fraction form so I could have my rise and my run. So I rise 1, run 1. Rise, run, plot. Rise, run, plot. Rise, run, plot. So I'm just going up 1 to the right 1 and plotting a point. Then I drew a line to connect all my points. Then I graphed the next line, which is y equals negative 2x plus 1. All right, that plus 1 is my y-intercept of 1. I'm going to write that like that. I plotted that first. First plot y-intercept. Then I used my slope, which was negative 2. I wrote that as a fraction, negative 2 over 1. And when we're negative, we've got to go negative one direction. So I went down 2, ran 1, plot point. Down 2, run 1. Down 2, run, down 2, run. Then I drew my line connecting the dots. My solution is the point where they intersect right here. My x value is 3. My y value is negative 5. So I wrote the point 3, negative 5. That was my solution. All right, number 2 here. Y equals 1/2 x plus 9. So I plotted the 9 first, my y-intercept right here. And then I'm going to go up 1 over 2, plot a point. I'm going off my graph. So I could also go down and left. Those two negatives keep me my positive slope. Down 1, run 2. Down 1, run 2. Down 1, run 2. Connect my dots, my points. The second equation in my system, y equals negative x plus 6. I plot my y-intercept of 6 right here. And all I did was just count here. You can label these when you have graphs to do that with. They went up by ones. So here's my 6. My slope, this negative x, that is a negative 1. So I wrote my slope as a fraction, negative 1 over 1. So I'm going to go from here, down 1, run 1, down 1, run 1. I'm going the wrong direction though. So if I go up and left, that's still going to give me my negative slope. Up, one, left one, up one, left one, and I connect them. And it's easy to tell if you've made a mistake. If I have a negative slope, my line should be going down from left to right. My solution is where my two lines intersect, and that is right here. All right, so that's -2 is my x, and my y is 8. So my solution is -2, 8. All right, I have one here that I've already put onto a graph for you. I'm going to go close into this for you. All right, I want you to give me the solution to this graph right here. What is the solution to this system of equations? All right, so you should have found the point where they intersect, and the x value is 3 and the y value is 1. So your solution was 3, 1. How'd you do on that? All right, if you have any questions, please join my meeting or send me an email, and have a great day.